Hello, EOS Nation, and welcome to episode 32 of EOS Hot Sauce. I'm your host, Daniel Keys, and we've got another spicy one for you this week. In this week's episode, DAPP Hackathon, Rex modifications, Wax Nation community updates, EOS locally, MarketCap.One traffic, token yields proxy reward page, Scatter joins FIO, Ubisoft BP on Ultra, and Mythical Games funding. EOS Hot Sauce is available in every format. You can watch on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud, listen on Apple Podcast or your podcast player of choice, and subscribe to the EOS Nation newsletter at eosnation.io. Up first, DAPP Hackathon. The DAPP Network Hackathon has come and gone, and the Liquid Apps team has once again shown why they are one of the most promising EOSIO projects. Not only were they able to successfully host a global hackathon, they also managed to release new additions to the suite of decentralized services available to the DAPP network during the same week. Liquid Storage allows easy decentralized front ends for dApps and more. Liquid SQL allows DAPP to use relational databases in a decentralized manner, and it showcases the new Liquid Harmony framework, where any contract-consumed service or software can potentially be deployed with customizable trustlessness thanks to the DAPP network. You can learn more about these new services by tuning in to the 17-minute video featuring Tal Mescal and Peter Kay discussing these new services. On top of the 234 participants from around the world, an additional 20 leading community members, such as EOS Nation CEO Yves LaRose and EOS Nation CTO Denis Carrière, joined the hackathon as mentors. The prize for Best Mentor went to Michael Fletcher for all the great work he did throughout the event. Thank you to all the mentors who gave their time to help and support all the participants in their innovative efforts during the DAPP Hackathon. The participants had to build a project that followed one of three themes of the hackathon: decentralized finance, decentralized gaming, or a new DAPP network service. The teams didn't disappoint and presented some very creative projects. We've included a short overview of the 10 projects that made it to the finals. And those who want to watch the entire hackathon finals ceremony and pitches are welcome to do so on YouTube. First place went to Team OneSys. The OneSys team targeted the global economic esports community and developed a solution for referees and gamers to be matched, sign on-chain contracts, and organize arbitration in the cases of disputes. The necessary functionalities are made possible by Liquid Escrow, a new DAPP network service developed by Team OneSys, which can be customized for a multitude of other use cases. Second place went to Blockstart. Ramon Blindish from Blockstart presented a centralized exchange resource lending platform that would enable users to both participate in Rex and participate in voting for proxies or BPs. For their solution, they used Liquid accounts in VRAM as well as Liquid oracles. Third place went to BCS Germany. BCS Germany was competing in the game category, and they introduced us to Liquid Galaxy, an MMORPG game that aims to push the boundaries of today's typical crypto games. In Liquid Galaxy, players can grow galaxies, mine resources on planets, trade and upgrade planets, craft assets, send spaceships between galaxies, and more. Anti-bot measures and randomizing several features of the game allows the gameplay to stay fun and unpredictable. Fundex created a platform for mutually owned funds, while removing the need to trust custodians by using the Bancor algorithm. Currently running live on the Kylin testnet, the team leverages Liquid accounts to make user onboarding simple. The Multiblock team introduced a whole new potential product to Liquid Apps. The Liquid Crypto service allows advanced crypto algorithms known for having heavy load on CPU resources, like ZK snarks and blind signatures, to be outsourced to DSPs. As a working example using this new service, they developed an anonymous voting protocol. Being passionate about gaming, the MEOS team created a token, a hot wallet for Telegram, and a trivia game that allows gamers to own through playing. The Telegram hot wallet is leveraging Liquid accounts for easy onboarding of new users. The MEOS token stands for Mini EOS and is designed to be perfect for gaming and giveaways, since 10,000 MEOS is pegged to the value of 1 EOS. The smart contract allows instant liquidity for MEOS tokens, and Telegram users can transfer MEOS without revealing their EOS accounts. The token contract for MEOS is open source and can be cloned by interested developers. And there was Rectlan. This simple board game sees users rolling dice, moving to different action tiles, and collecting keys to unlock the Citadel to release the land of a spell. Built in order to gain more knowledge and experience with EOSIO and Liquid Apps, the team plans to open source their code for other developers to have an example of how to use some of the services that Liquid Apps provides. The Tipid team was working on a solution to make use of tokens for everyday purchases, a challenge that crypto enthusiasts have faced since the beginning of Bitcoin. They've named their submission Crypto to Bread and integrated Stripe as a point-of-sale system, while the solution is designed to be potentially integrated with other point-of-sale systems as well. The Didem network from Russia also worked on a decentralized escrow service using Liquid Scheduler and Liquid Oracles, allowing any user to create conditional payments using their solution. And finally, there is VI Gorish. Being a team that consists of members from the Vigor stablecoin project, it's no surprise that they've provided a DeFi-related contribution. With Liquid Risk, they were targeting the question, can DeFi become less fragile without losing its integrity, and provided a solution to decentralized risk management using Monte Carlo simulations. The team plans to implement the solution into the Vigor stablecoin in the future. And finally, we want to highlight Kai Primo for winning the award for Best Social Media Post. Kai Primo did a fantastic 4-part miniseries, filmed live from Israel, while she documented her journey in the DAPP Hackathon. Look up Kai Primo on Twitter, @_Primo, to see the winning social media entry. The crowd favorites reward resulted in a tie, and the $5,000 were shared equally between Rectland and Multiblock. Congratulations again to all the DAPP Hackathon winners. Up next, Rex modifications. Those following the EOSIO public repository closely will have noticed a new branch aimed at modifying some of the Rex code. This new branch of code has not yet been officially included in EOSIO, but does indicate that work is being done by Block.One in this area. The proposed Rex contract changes include a new Rex return pool table that includes current rate of increase, return buckets, and residue. Return buckets are divided into 30-day and 12-hour intervals. The income earned from Rex would be shared and divided into these new return buckets, thus incentivizing users to hold Rex for the full 30-day period. Since then, Dan Larimer also tweeted that an upcoming blog post will outline a new approach to CPU on EOSIO that will bring price stability and should dramatically lower CPU costs while making allocation predictable. It's simple and easy to understand. It should provide a sustainable way forward for the community. In the resulting Twitter thread, Dan reaffirmed that Block.One is moving as fast as possible to enhance EOSIO, and that the proposed CPU update would not require a hard fork. With potential updates for Rex and CPU being worked on, it's clear to us that Block.One is paying close attention to the EOS public network and investing significant developer resources in solving some of the issues currently experienced there. We're excited to learn more about these potential improvements to Rex and CPU, and will of course be sharing any updates with our community as soon as we know more. We encourage our readers to follow us on our social media networks like Twitter or Instagram to stay informed every day about all the latest EOSIO news and updates. And don't forget to subscribe to EOS Hot Sauce on YouTube or through your favorite podcast player. Up next, Wax Nation community updates. As we proudly shared last week, EOS Nation was ranked #1 guild on Wax by the Office of Inspector General. This week, we are happy to report that all of the top 21 guilds as ranked by the OIG are now producing blocks and securing the Wax network. This marks the first week that the Wax team no longer controls any of the block producers on the network, and is a textbook example of how a blockchain network can start out with a more centralized structure while growing more decentralized over time. Many blockchain startups have announced such intentions, but very few have actually achieved this vision. Wax is well on their way, and we're honored to be along for the journey in contributing to the decentralization of Wax. Over at the Wax Developer Hive, the latest product release was Wax DRNG, Decentralized Random Number Generator, which is able to power provably fair mechanics for thousands of games and apps. The Wax DRNG is part of the robust microservices layer that makes the game integration process quicker and easier on Wax compared to other platforms. This is exactly what has attracted Splinterlands, one of the most popular blockchain games with over 2,500 daily active users, to integrate their fantasy DAPP game with the Wax platform. With a potential market of up to $50 billion, we expect to see many other such announcements in the upcoming weeks and months. As evidenced by a recent Forbes article, mainstream exposure to the potential of blockchain NFTs is increasing, and Wax is well positioned to welcome both developers and gamers to its platform. Are you a Wax token holder? If so, you'll be happy to learn that a total of 243 million Wax tokens have been burned since the launch of the network on June 30th, 2019. The token burn happens whenever Genesis account holders unstake their tokens and give up their share of the GBM rewards allocated to those who remain staked for 3 years. Thank you for supporting us on the Wax network by voting for Nation.Wax as one of your favorite Wax guilds. Up next, EOS ecosystem updates. First up, we've got an EOS Locally update. EOS Locally added many new digital payment options to their peer-to-peer trading platform in the recent update, allowing more users from all over the world to enjoy trading EOS for fiat without going through the KYC process. Among other recent added features, live chat support is now available, as well as a display that shows if a user is online and increases the chance of finalizing a trade successfully. The team also plans on adding additional EOSIO tokens and asked the community which token they would like to see added first. Next, we've got an update on MarketCap.One traffic. MarketCap.One is a convenient service for tracking the token price of EOS projects, and they've kept adding additional information such as the EOS 8 index to get an idea of the EOS ecosystem growth. To evaluate the value of a project besides the token price, visitors of MarketCap.One can now also find info on Alexa rankings, measuring it through a combination of traffic and visitor engagement over the past 3 months. Next, an update on token yields proxy rewards page. Staking rewards have become very attractive for EOS token holders, and EOS Nation is proud to be a pioneer in this field. Nowadays, there are several proxies offering rewards, and token yield helps ease the selection process with a great overview of current APR, updated every 24 hours, and supported BPs. The new service even allows you to delegate your votes directly from the page. Scatter joins FIO. The Scatter team made tremendous contributions to the EOSIO ecosystem, providing one of the most used wallets and an open source code for key management, which is used by a lot of other wallets. Core to their mission is the user-friendliness of their products across several blockchain protocols. They shared this motivation with the Foundation for Inter-Wallet Operability, or FIO, which they've joined last week along with several other wallets, such as Bread and Shapeshift. Together, they're working on the launch of the FIO blockchain, a protocol that provides a succinct address that can be associated with blockchain addresses and act as a unique identifier for users. The FIO mainnet launch is planned for Q1 2020, and address names can already be reserved. Up next, Ubisoft becomes BP on Ultra. Ubisoft, a giant in the gaming industry, made a big splash in the EOSIO community as they announced to be the first corporate block producer in Ultra's upcoming EOSIO-based UOS network, which aims to be the future of digital games distribution. Ubisoft's blockchain initiative director was quoted, "Ubisoft believes that all blockchain use cases that bring value to players are important to support. The Ultra team consists of many veterans of the traditional gaming industry, and with partners like Ubisoft, the future of the EOSIO-powered gaming has never been more promising." If you have questions or want to learn more about Ultra, we invite you to join their AMA that includes a special guest from Ubisoft on Friday, November 29th at 1700 Central European Time. You can ask questions directly in their Telegram channel, as well as on Twitter or LinkedIn using the hashtag UbisoftXUltra. Finally, Mythical Games raises further investment. Another well-known company in the EOSIO blockchain gaming space is Mythical Games. The studio recently raised an additional $19 million, and we're happy to see that further venture capital shares our excitement for the future of Mythical Games products, such as the much-anticipated Blanco's Block Party. And that's all for this week's episode of EOS Hot Sauce. EOS Nation is a top block producer on the EOS Public Network. We earn inflation rewards based on the percentage of tokens staked towards us. Those rewards are reinvested into EOSIO community, tools, and infrastructure. Help grow the ecosystem by staking your vote to EOS Nation FTW for BP or proxying to Proxy4Nation. Once again, I'm your host Daniel Keys, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, let's keep it spicy.